Okay, guys, so I got the four-stroke clutch in here. It has two springs, one on the outside, one on the inside. The outer side one you don't see because it broke, and I just kind of pulled it out. And to put it back on, see if it worked with just one spring. No, it does not. Does not. I mean, it'll run, I'm sure of that. But there's like no fucking neutral on it. And if I try holding it still, the whole thing just wobbles. Like you see the whole thing like a death jolt kind of deal. But it puts out a lot more power than a two-stroke clutch. It's a little greasy. And it doesn't do too bad to the bell. I had to turn the gear around, and I took one of my counterweights, or not counterweights, but one of the weights on the axle, and I put it right here so that this gear would stop going in and popping the drive chain off. I'm probably going to be redoing this whole setup at some point and making it where the clutch is not on here, but this is solidly connected to the converter and goes through, and then there will be a clutch on the opposite side so I can run a heavier duty clutch, because this is a 1/2 inch bore, roughly. It's 5/8, while this is like a 1/4 in. I can't find any high weight capacity clutches below 1/2 inch bore, and because even the heaviest duty clutches I find for these motors burn out within a good 20 miles or so, to where I need to consider switching out. And I plan on adding more weight to it, because I also got the primary tank fixed. It's patched up, and I have a new petcock on that side. Go and get one for this side. Just need paint over it. I do want to add a second cylinder up here, but whenever I get all that done, I'm definitely going to need to redo the transmission so it's heavier duty. Whole crank down here, and then this side over here will be redone. I found my other weights, so I got some more up in there. You probably can't see. I can't turn my... Oh, I can. Okay. So I slide you guys in this way. You can see them right up in there. So the weights right there. They help to keep it from sliding side to side, so that it keeps everything in line. As is, it will run, but using a 4-stroke clutch gets me about twice as much power to the tire as a 2-stroke clutch. And come on, whoops. Oh, I'm also basically out of 2-stroke clutches. I got 3 left. One is wore down to bare metal. One is extremely loose for all the things holding it. And then this one is got a little bit of pads left, if you see. But it's also the only one that's not needing any real maintenance. I want to know where to find the pad glue, because I heard that you can buy it so you can make your own pads for these. I would like to, but if you guys know where to get heavy duty 50cc 4-stroke clutches like these, where the springs don't pop so easily, let me know, because I like the 4-stroke clutches on these. I'm working on a design. I have it sketched out on metal right now. But I made a stencil for a little shell cover that'll go over this cylinder here. So it'll cover it like this. The boot will seal up this whole front area here, but basically it will help with the airflow from the fan over here so that it'll circulate better. And I'll have a little bit of space back here, so whenever I run fast enough, it'll wick air down in there too, hopefully. But that's just a thought. Primary point of this is just to make it so that air coming over it whenever I'm running at high revs, at high speeds, won't take away from the air being pushed through it to cool it. Because I've had an overheating problem before. I've scored a piston, and I actually had to stop several good lengths of area away from where I stay right now. And I had to stop, and I had to go up to a random person's house and ask for a cup of water so I could drench this thing. Which I know that's not the best thing to do, but to be able to get me home for the time being, it's what I had to do. I have a leak in this exhaust right across here. So what I'm probably going to do is eventually make a more solid exhaust system that would just lay down where there's a kidney down in here for the bottom one. If I do a second cylinder, the kidney would be across here for the top one. But I'm most definitely going to be taking this silencer because I like the tone it puts out. The velocity stack, I don't really get a notice difference with the two-stroke clutch because the two-stroke clutch don't put enough torque to the tire, so I don't really get all my horsepower. I don't move as fast as I can, so I don't move fast enough to really get anything out of this. Now with this one, before it broke, well, it definitely made a big difference. I was going a little too fast where I couldn't stop too easily. So yeah, that's basically it. Working on redoing a bunch of stuff on it, getting it fixed up and running good, but I'm probably also going to start a new 4-stroke bike, which will be a lot smaller, more of a street bike. This one's going to be set up for racing and off-road applications, but that's what it is so far. If you guys know any way to get these mirrors here stop being so jiggly because I've tightened it down several times and it just keeps coming loose. I don't know if I can tighten it down and use JB Weld or something, but if you guys have any ideas, let me know. And I have this really nice shifter, but it's got this weird piece right here that I don't know how to use. They're attached to the forks, because I'm used to the ones that are just like a little mouth or hole or whatever, and you put it onto the axle and tighten it down. This one is not like that, but it's a really nice setup and it's heavier duty. I imagine that it would work a lot better than the scrap together one I have down there, because that's like 3 different shifters just like bolted together to hold just well enough. I've also started to use petroleum jelly to go over the whole thing, all the chains and all that. It's keeping it from rusting and making it run smoother, so little bits by little bits, getting better, but right now this is what it is. If you guys want to see any welding videos or any concept videos for the mechanical things, just let me know, because I'd be more than happy to. I can talk my ass off if I wanted even. I'd probably talk like I am right now, where it's hard for me to breathe because I'm talking so much and it's just blah, 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 blah. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think, if you have any suggestions for the clutches or anything like that, or if you guys want, just subscribe and hit the bell if you want to tune in to see more weird wacky stuff, because this is a pocket bike 2-stroke. I took 3 old Huffies and made it fit. So yeah.